Today, we are seeing that personal care industry has been stepped up to a new level. Consumers are far more researched than they were in the past. We also know that there is a lot of technology for do-it-yourself devices. So moving the consumer to the salon or the clinic, the expectations are very, very different since COVID. We are seeing that the consumer wants results, but they also want long-lasting results, and that's the key here. So if they're going to come to you, they want to know the benefits are going to be superior to anything they are doing. So the elements that are going to be affecting the longevity of a treatment are now scientifically validated that they are relevant to the well-being of the internal health of the skin, and also the nutritional content of the blood and the oxygen levels, but also really the inner connection between skin and health are very critical. So they're very, very important to our outcomes. So this morning, it is my great pleasure to introduce Fiona Tuck, who is considered to be a well-respected skin and nutritional expert in Australia with over 30 years' experience in professional skincare and wellness industry, and is known in the media as the Mythbuster. She's a no-nonsense person that really addresses the myth against the truth against the myth. So for us professionals, I think she's a perfect voice because she brings integrity and clarity to truth. So what we communicate is validated and has credence to it. She's an author, nutritional medicine practitioner, skin expert, member of the British Dermatological Nursing Group, and an accredited member of the Australian Traditional Medicine Society. She has extensive experience in training for some of the biggest skincare companies in Australia. But in 2018, she decided to move into nutrition as her focal point. And she launched Vita-Sol with a mission to support skin health and well-being. Vita-Sol uses only the highest quality ingredients inspired by the concept of nutrigenomics without the use of fillers and bulk agents and other things that give it volume, but don't really detract from their purity, if you like. So purity is very critical if you're going to get results. Fiona believes in a no-nonsense approach to health and well-being, and is passionate about bringing transparency and integrity into the skin and wellness industry. She's the author of Forensic Nutrition and devotes much of her time in consulting and presenting on skin and nutrition, media commentary, and running her Vita-Sol business. So welcome, Fiona. It's a real joy and a pleasure privilege to have you today. And I know there's a lot of wisdom that we'll cover in terms of helping the skin therapist to transition and become less shy, if you like, or fearful of the value and of introducing nutrition into the whole spectrum of skin therapy. And really, it is now this area is becoming very mainstream, whereas before it was kind of on the fringe. Nutraceuticals were some of them were kind of not really validated. Because of your scientific approach, your formulations have a high level of integrity and efficacy, and that's critical to the clinic, because if they are wanting to enhance and step up treatment outcomes of their clients, it's important that they understand that the product is well backed. So my first question is, we know we love a Vita-Sol and we believe that every salon should be stocking it. But for someone who's starting out, what's the best approach for a salon or a clinic to introduce your nutritional powders to their clients?
Look, I think for us at Vita-Sol, it was really important to support the skin professionals with that integrative approach, because as you know, Tina, it's about what we apply topically to the skin, it's about lifestyle factors, it's about professional treatments, and it's about good nutrition. Ultimately, our skin is responsive to what we put in the body, because our skin cells are made up of, you know, if you think about it, what we eat, really.
Correct.
So I've always been of the opinion it's food first and foremost over what I call sort of synthetic vitamins. And that's because when we take synthetic vitamins, and there's a time and a place for them, particularly when people have got nutritional deficiencies. And that's where the evidence is at with synthetic vitamins. If somebody is deficient, if they take a supplement, that is going to help them. But sort of the angle where we're coming from with Vita-Sol, it's really about supporting the general population with a healthy diet, because we know that according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 96% of Australians are not eating enough vegetables and legumes and those plant foods that are essential to general health and well-being. And they're the foods also that are supporting a healthy gut. So rather than rely on sort of an unhealthy diet, that fast food diet, the Western diet, highly processed diet, and then pop a pill, we want to really educate people to eat a healthy diet, which is really a Mediterranean style diet, an anti-inflammatory diet. But we still know with all good intentions, most people aren't getting enough plant foods. So really where Vita-Sol fits in is that we provide whole foods that I have specifically formulated to support and target specific skin concerns. So that way we have taken the guesswork out for the practitioner. They don't have to talk in depth about nutrition. They don't have to know what their individual vitamins are doing. We know that different products will address and help to support specific skin concerns. We've also got an online training academy where we talk about the different products, we talk about different skin types, we'll talk about things like acne and rosacea and where sort of nutrition can fit in with that as well. So we really want to support the therapist via education, but also via a product that's really easy to recommend.
That's right. Well, your powders are really they dissolve nice and quickly, and they're well balanced in terms of their flavors as well. They're very welcoming. They're easy to drink. Some of them tend to float a lot and they don't dissolve very well, but you seem to have perfected that formula so that it is consumer friendly and easy to use. So that's fantastic. Now, what feedback have you had from stockists who are currently using Vita-Sol? And so give us some feedback about the kind of results they're getting and what are they experiencing with their treatments when they're introducing Vita-Sol to their clients.
And this is, we have had such a variety of feedback from things such as general health and well-being to vitality levels to weight loss, which in a way makes sense because people then, when they start looking after themselves, it then makes them a little bit more conscious about things like diet and exercise as well. And of course, skin. So some of our top selling products would be the Purity, which is the liver, gut and skin support. Because as you well know, whenever we have problematic skin conditions, particularly those inflammatory skin conditions, we always need to be looking at supporting gut health. And of course, hormonal skin conditions as well. Not only do we need to look at supporting gut health, but also liver health as well. So even for those sort of breakout hormonal skin types, we've been getting really good feedback from our stockists. And I've even had feedback on things such as, keratosis pilaris, both on the arms and on the face. We've had incredible results with that with our new Ultra Omega Plus and also the Purity. And that combination is a winning combination because it's providing all of the nutrients that we need. So We've also had incredible feedback on hair, like the texture of the hair, thinning hair, improving nails, nail strengthening. So it really is about getting the right products to support what that client is coming in for. And I would say probably the most common feedback that we get is when people stop taking Vita-Sol, they really notice the difference in maybe their skin's not as radiant, they're getting more colds and flus, and they find that they felt a lot healthier when they were actually taking Vita-Sol. And that's a very, very common thread. We've had people, and I say that when they've been to the doctor, that I've had several people say that the blood test results were the best that they've ever been. And so, you know, we are getting this great feedback, but ultimately, you know, I always say to people, this is a support to a healthy diet. You still need to be looking at your diet overall, because otherwise, you know, if you're still sort of eating junk food and not really taking care of yourself, this is going to help support, but it can only do so much. We still need to look at diet and lifestyle factors and really take that integrative approach, which is what I'm so very passionate about. But for me, it's about hearing the feedback and seeing the results in people's skin, you know, redness and irritation as well, because quite often things like dermatitis can be a result of not getting enough nutrients in the diet, particularly B vitamins, magnesium and zinc. So it's really about seeing those results, people feeling better. Gut health as well is another one, regular bowel movements, because as I said earlier, most people aren't getting enough of the foods that they need for a healthy gut. And so that's really where we fit into. And the other thing, of course, is when we get our nutrition from food, and, you know, we're predominantly whole food powders, we do have the Ultra Omega Plus as well. Not only are you getting nutrients, but you're getting really important phytochemicals and plant compounds, which we now know have been shown to have, you know, this nutrigenomic effect within the body, which is so important because we just simply don't get that benefit necessarily from individual vitamins. We're also getting the prebiotics, which are incredible, and the polyphenols for supporting the gut microbiome. So that is why I'm always about sort of food first and foremost, and whole foods, and then nutritional supplementation via synthetic vitamins are when somebody really is nutritionally deficient and we need to get that nutrient level up.
Well, the thing is that there is no doubt that everybody thinks they eat healthy, but and I know that even a lot of nutritionists or naturopaths have said, but when we examine exactly what they eat, they are far from it. But also today's food has got a level of nutritional deficiency. And I think this is where Vita-Sol can be very useful, because it can help boost some of those nutritional deficiencies that may be not present in the soil when plants are grown. So really it's a combination of the two to create that perfect balance. But also I think what I like about the powders is that you are taught to understand what you're putting in your body, and you've got a stronger understanding of what am I consuming. As you look at the different powders and what's in them, you can see they're organic, that they are high quality, they're pure. There's a diversity of nutrients, which I think is very, very critical in. And the other thing is, because a lot of them have good fiber, that's extremely important for the gut. And I think also with a lot of the paleo diets, they tend to be, they have deficiency in certain areas. They may help with weight loss, but overall health, the Mediterranean diet, which is more complete, is been voted and through the various studies that we've identified, it was by far the best at this time for energy levels, for improving immunity, improving well-being, health, the skin, because it utilizes colorful vegetables and variety and brings the energy level of plants in a stronger way. And also fish is definitely considered to be one of the most anti-inflammatory products that we can consume, both fresh fish and also supplementation. So, but again, the supplementation has been commercially taken advantage of, with some of them not coming from clean waters and, toxic environments. So really, all the oils are too old. That's the other one. So I want to jump to question 4, which is, tell us about the Ultra Omega Plus. How did you formulate it, and what does it bring to the market in terms of the anti-inflammatory element of supporting the body and also helping the skin health? Yeah.
One of my things, I think I've got trust issues. I am pedantic about quality. And you're quite right, when it comes to fish oil, there's all different grades, there's different standards. And some fish oils, depending on, how they're sourced, how they're manufactured, how they're processed, can actually be oxidized, and they can contain what we call lipid peroxides, which basically can be more inflammatory and detrimental than not taking a fish oil. So for me, the quality of the fish oil, how it's extracted, is so important, because otherwise they can contain they're basically oxidized, which can cause more inflammation, which I just, am really quite paranoid about, to be honest. So for me, it was about getting the highest quality fish oil available. We use wild caught fish from Norway, sustainably sourced. They are certified Friends of the Sea, third party independently certified, and they're also certified by IFO, which is a leading global standard in the certification of marine ingredients. But the extraction process of that fish is really important. So we use the gold standard, which is molecular distillation, which ensures we retain the efficacy and the quality of the fish oil without getting that oxidation process occurring. And so we have got the EPA and the DHA, which we know is crucial for healthy cell membranes, pretty much all cell membranes over the body, and cellular health. So the quality of the fish oil is very, very important, because then that's also going to have the anti-inflammatory benefits as well. We're also particular about the fish that we use. So small fish, as you're probably well aware, don't tend to contain the heavy metals that larger fish, such as maybe shark oil, for instance, shark, tuna, would accumulate higher levels of heavy metals. So processing makes sure that there's everything goes through heavy metal testing, because that can be an issue as well. Obviously, all fish oil has to have a certain standard that it reaches to be able to be consumed, but there are still different grades that are available. But saying that, with the omega-3s are so beneficial for our health, but omega-6 in the form of linoleic acid and gamma-linoleic acid are also actually anti-inflammatory forms of omega-6 that are so crucial for things like ceramide production. And it's the omega-6 and the omega-3 that work together for optimum skin barrier function. And so I wanted to bring out not only a really high quality fish oil, but a product that also had additional nutrients and carotenoids and antioxidant, anti-inflammatory benefits that were also going to support things like skin elasticity, skin hydration, and skin barrier function. And so not only have we got the highest quality fish oil in our products, but we also have sea buckthorn, which is rich in nutrients and has got your anti-inflammatory omega-6, your omega-7, your omega-9, and also astaxanthin, which is the king of antioxidants. And the in vivo studies for astaxanthin, when taken at 6 milligrams a day, are absolutely incredible for anti-inflammatory benefits. There's skin elasticity benefits. There's even benefits on things like age spots. So the brain
eyes.
Yes, eyes, brain. Astaxanthin is sort of I'm just a huge fan. And of course, all of those rich polyphenols from the sea buckthorn are working together with the EPA, DHA, helping the absorption. And that combination has also been shown to help to reduce lipid peroxidation of the actual cell membranes. So it's also enhancing the absorption, but also the stability of the oil and the efficacy of the oil as well.
I think you've just mentioned about the stability. That's a big one. There's been quite a few research papers that have validated the fact that combining these nutrients in with the fish oil actually protects and preserves the fish oil from rancidity.
Yep.
So it gives it further longevity in terms of retaining its purity.
Exactly. And that's also another reason why we put it in a capsule, because it's the oxidation that you don't want happening to the fish oil. So if you're putting it in a capsule, the oxygen isn't getting in, as opposed to a liquid, when you're taking the top off, oxygen's getting in, it's not going to last as long. So that was another reasoning of why we actually chose the capsule, that it's got your EPA, your DHA, omega 3, 6, 7, 9, your polyphenols, your carotenoids, your anti-inflammatory benefits and antioxidant benefits. So it really is a stable, well-rounded fish oil. And for me, that's where I've really seen a considerable change in my skin from consuming the benefits of the Ultra Omega Plus, because I was probably getting oily fish probably on average once a week. We know the studies are really telling us to have it 2 to 3 times a week. And then how good that quality of omega in the fish is also questionable, because if it's, farmed fish, are they getting the omegas anyways? So I know that, dry skin on my feet, my brain is working so much better. My mood has, I'm finding less anxiety, better focus. I don't feel as hungry. My appetite, I've lost weight, maybe due to inflammation, maybe due to appetite regulation. My skin is more elastic, glowing and supple. So for me, personally, I've noticed a huge difference, but the feedback with our stockists that have made the switch to Ultra Omegas has been incredible. People are ordering 60 units at a time, which is fabulous. They literally can't keep them on the shelves, which is very exciting.
That's fantastic. Well, let's go to the topic of marine collagen and talk to us about and educate our viewers on your information and your approach.
Yes. Look, I think there's a lot of misinformation about collagen, and I've sort of tried to bust this several times, and it's sort of the myth that keeps circulating. And I think, first of all, people think if you eat collagen, it's magically going to transport and attach to your collagen and plump your collagen back up. And that's not how it works. So it's important to understand that first and foremost. Our body makes collagen, as we know, and collagen is made from amino acids. So can our body make collagen without taking collagen supplements? Of course it can. The reality here, though, is, are we getting enough of the right nutrients to make healthy, strong collagen? We know that particular amino acids, things like our lysine, glycine, proline, hydroxyproline, are the building blocks of collagen. Now, amino acids are found in different proteins, but it's not, if you're not eating a variety of different proteins, you may not be getting that variety of different amino acids necessary for collagen production. So first of all, it ultimately depends on what an individual's diet as to whether they are getting the right blend of amino acids. That's important to understand. We also know that the amino acids that are found in collagen supplements are the right amino acids specifically for collagen production. Particularly unique to collagen supplements is the amino acid hydroxyproline. We don't really find that in many foods, and that's one that we do find in collagen supplements. So even unhydrolyzed collagen, so collagen that has not been hydrolyzed or tampered with, where it's got the large collagen molecule, has still got this mix of amino acids. And there are studies to show that even unhydrolyzed collagen, just taking these specific amino acids in the form of collagen, has got beneficial effects on our own collagen. And that's purely because we're getting the right nutrients in the body. Now, further studies have shown, and we're also talking about randomized controlled clinical trials, which are the gold standard when it comes to studies, that hydrolyzed collagen does have a beneficial effect on skin hydration and collagen production. Mm-hmm. So at Vita-Sol, we've chosen to use marine collagen. Once again, we use wild-caught because that's my thing. I like to use wild-caught fish. We use wild-caught Norwegian codfish, which have been clinically studied when taken in the form of collagen peptides. So we use collagen peptides. Now, what that means is the collagen has been hydrolyzed via enzymes into very small fragments or peptides. So to give you an indication, Tina, native collagen, as you know, has a very large molecular structure. And this is where all the chat is, if you like, about collagen's too large to be absorbed. Yes, it is. The molecule of collagen is a very large molecule. It's about 300,000 Daltons in molecular size. It's too large to be absorbed via the gut. It has to be broken down and absorbed. But as I've mentioned earlier, even then, we know there is still some benefit because we're getting the benefit from the amino acids that are required for collagen production. Now, in the form of hydrolyzed collagen, the collagen has been broken down into a very small molecule. So native collagen is around 300,000 Daltons. For it to be hydrolyzed into a peptide, that molecule is made into a much, much smaller molecule, approximately 2,000 to 3,000 Daltons. So you can see you can't even compare the two. Now, studies have shown that when collagen is hydrolyzed or in peptide form, it can be absorbed directly via the gut via what we call the PET1 transporter. So it is absorbed. Now, we know that when it is absorbed directly, it then can get into the bloodstream and it then can have a peptide-like action in the body where it has a mimicking action to the fibroblast-like growth factor. So as you know, when we make collagen in the body, the fibroblast cells basically are stimulated to start to produce collagen, if you like, or pro-collagen, subunits of collagen, the pro-collagen. And that is really what the collagen peptides are doing. So what they're doing is they're acting as signaling molecules where they are stimulating or knocking on the fibroblast cell door to say, come on, hey, let's make collagen. So that's what they're doing. You're also getting the benefit of those amino acids that are also going to be giving you the nutrients that are required to make collagen. We also know that not only do collagen peptides help with the production of type 1 and type 3 collagen, which is the main collagen in the skin, it can also help with hyaluronic acid production in the dermis and also can, to a certain degree, help with elastin as well. So we're really getting more hydrated, plumper, glowing skin. And I can honestly say I have seen way more of an improvement taking a collagen supplement. You have to take the right one and you have to take the right amount. That's really important because if you don't get the right dose of collagen, you're not going to see any difference. over, say, a topical hyaluronic acid, because topical hyaluronic acid simply doesn't go down to the levels that we need and doesn't work the same way as a collagen supplement would work. So there's definitely an increase in hyaluronic acid and plumpness and hydration in the skin. And that's the most significant difference that is seen with clinical studies. Now, some studies say marine collagen over, say, bovine collagen is superior when it comes to skin because of increased skin benefits on skin hydration and elasticity. So they both help with collagen, but there seems to be, in some studies, better results for hydration and elasticity with marine collagen. We also know that in peptide form, the hydrolyzed collagen helps to inhibit the MMP enzymes that degrade collagen and elastin. So not only are we helping with collagen production, we're helping inhibit the breakdown of collagen. Right. We also know when combined with things like polyphenols, that effect is even more amplified because polyphenols will also help protect against the breakdown of collagen, which is why I like to add the collagen to coffee, because it's such an incredible source of polyphenols, a good quality coffee. But of course, we've got the Vita-Sol Infinity Powder, which is a great polyphenol vitamin C blend as well that you can mix it with. So I'm actually a big fan of collagen supplements. I didn't used to be. I used to be sort of, before I looked at the research, admittedly, I'd be like, oh, just go and eat your chicken and you'll be fine. But after looking at the research and looking at the difference between native collagen and collagen peptides, looking at the studies and personally taking the collagen myself and seeing the results in other people, I am a huge convert to collagen. But the secret is getting the right amount. And this is the trick, because studies have shown the best results from collagen, 10 grams of collagen for 3 months, going down to maintenance of 5 grams thereon. Most companies, or a lot of companies, aren't recommending that much. You know, the average is around 3 grams of collagen, which simply isn't enough to get those good results, in my opinion. Or what some companies will do is bulk out the powder and add fillers and maltodextrins and other ingredients in there. So you think you're taking 10 grams or you think you're taking 5 grams, but in fact, it's not pure collagen peptide. So you need at least 5 grams of pure collagen peptide for a benefit. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah. Well, education is key in helping people understand that whatever they're taking is optimized and it's validated, and that's where studies are important. And you've invested a lot in that aspect. That's what gives your product great credibility. Now, before I close, I want to bring up the issue of sleep, because sleep is so important in skin rejuvenation, overall well-being, repair of the body. And we have an amazing herbal tea that you have that has the passion flower and the chamomile. And I want you to share with that, because I've had some amazing testimonies of it. And also in this issue of the journal, I'm going to be featuring passion flower. So a lot of people don't know the benefits of passion flower. So please share with us about your, it's called Tranquility, is it, the tea?
It's a Tranquility tea, and it's a tea you can either, you have to sort of make it strong, so it should be quite a sort of deep straw-like colour. I have it every day. I literally can't go to sleep without it. My little ritual at night after dinner is to make a little really strong pot of Tranquility tea, and I have it with my little square of dark chocolate. That's my ritual every night that I look forward to and enjoy. So the Tranquility tea is a tea you can take it through the day, particularly if you suffer from things like stress or anxiety. It's a very calming blend. Or you can take it at night, I'd say sort of a good hour before bed, a strong cup of tea, up to sort of 3 cups even. And It's got a blend of herbs in here that we actually consulted with a very experienced herbalist and naturopath, because my background isn't herbs, it's nutrition and skin. And I wanted to make sure we had an expertly crafted formula that was really using the right herbs to support the nervous system of the body. So we've got a blend in here. We've got lavender. And lavender, as you know, is a great herb for sleep. It's commonly recommended to help promote a restful sleep. It helps with things like stress, depression, anxiety. We've also got passion flower, and I believe it's the passion flower in here and that combination of the other herbs, but the passion flower in particular, that is such a great almost herbal sedative on the nervous system. It's really good for calming the mind and the body. And it is thought that passion flower is another herb that is very good to help to promote sleep quality. It's also combined with lemon myrtle, which is also a very soothing and calming herb, and also lemon balm, cooling and calming and relaxing. Lemon balm is also used to help support the nervous system for people that get things like nervous headaches and soothing digestive issues as well. And then we've got the chamomile flowers as well, which we know are very soothing and calming. And chamomile is such a great herb. So it's that combination of herbs that we have that I think is really that winning combination. And the good thing about this one as well, I find personally, is the taste, because you can taste the chamomile, but there's a hint of sort of a lemony taste, and there's a tiny hint of lavender in there as well. So for me, not only is it very soothing and calming, but it's got it's the flavour of this one as well over just a regular sort of chamomile tea. You can also taste that these are certified organic. So we go the extra mile and have third-party organic certification with our teas. Many people will call their tea organic, but they don't have any organic certification. So these are certified organic teas, which is very, very different. And you will notice the difference in the flavour, as opposed to a lot of teas that just taste almost a little bit stale, to be honest. They taste quite flat and stale. There's a richness of flavour to the teas because of the quality of the herbs that we use. And of course, there's no pesticide residues or anything like that on them as well. So that's the Tranquility tea. We're just changing over to the little canisters as well. We've got the Vitality Polyphenol Blend tea as well, with the ashwagandha, which is an adaptogen, which is great for people that have exhaustion or stress. And then we've got our immunity tea, which has got herbs that are commonly used to help to support the immune system. And that's a great one in particular through winter, or people with colds and flus and that type of thing as well. So they're an add-on addition that clients can take home and have a little tea ritual, or some clinics like to also serve them in clinic as well.
Oh, you mentioned lemon balm, and when I was doing aromatherapy, lemon balm was known as Melissa, and it was
that's right. Yeah,
for oil. It is very expensive though.
Yes,
it is phenomenal in calming, but it has this amazing aroma. It's beautiful, really, really lovely. So for me, I always call it Melissa because
yes, me too. I did learn it as Melissa. Yeah.
Well, Fiona, thank you so much for sharing your incredible knowledge and wisdom. And I do hope we will be promoting this video and making it available for not only our members, but the industry at large, because I think there is a need for a comprehensive understanding of what we're really dealing with. And when we're talking nutrition, that and as experts and professionals, it is important that we go for the validated solutions, and ones that have got good scientific backing, but also are comprehensive in ensuring that what we are helping someone to introduce to their body is actually good for them, it's safe.
It's safe, yeah.
It's safe, it's pure, and its efficacy will be released a lot better. And as we work with our clients on so many levels now, on the emotional level, on lowering stress levels, on improving the overall mood, their vitality, helping digestion, all those areas help not only create better skin, but overall protect the body in the assault of what's happening in the world at the moment, the toxic issues that we're addressing, viral issues. Having a strong immune system is so critical, and it's really not a one fit, or it's a combination of mental attitude, good therapies, good nutrition, and really studying what we put into our bodies. It's so critical. And thank you, look, for your devotion to the industry in being a champion for excellence. And it's something that we desperately need. And I think there shouldn't be any compromise when it comes to being a therapist of any kind. You have do no harm as your priority, and your ethical responsibility is to guarantee what you bring and introduce to your client has credibility and is safe for them, and can help them on their journey to feeling better and looking amazing. And I think it is an ongoing journey. We want our clients to stay with us and to trust us for our knowledge. So enhancing our knowledge is so important, especially at this time and age, and when we're seeing the convergence of different modalities coming together, and nutrition being one of them. So thank you so much for everything that you do, and we champion you, and we want to encourage you to keep the good work that you're doing. And on our part, APAN would strongly support you and support your products as being a valuable investment in any business, salon and clinic. Thank you, Fiona.